Okay, thank you all. Now time for closing remarks. So we will start. Everyone's had the opportunity to start. I want the two mayoral candidates to go first. So Kelly, and then Justin, and then we will work our way down. So, okay.
Well, first, I want to thank the Rotary Club and Calvary Bible Church for hosting this event. It was wonderful to have it as an in-person event, and this has been really an enjoyable experience, and they brought it together in such a short amount of time. It was a huge undertaking, and I appreciate that effort. I appreciate all you for coming and for hearing us. It's been wonderful campaigning and getting to know so many people in the Erie community and learning the concerns that they have for our neighborhood. And I really feel like it's been a refiner's fire, so I think everybody up here has learned a lot through the experience, and I know I have. We love our town. I love this town. I look forward to serving, and thank you. I'll just end by saying, please vote Kelly Zuniga for mayor.
Thanks, Andy. Thanks to the Rotary. Thanks to Calvary. This is the third forum we've had, the second face-to-face opportunity, and I appreciate any opportunity we have to get in front of voters. And so I think that knocking doors, talking to voters, hearing what's important to you, that's what's important to me as a candidate for your mayor. I would like to serve this community. I would like to continue the sense of small town that brought us here. We came here for 18 months, 13 years ago. So that goes to show how much we care about this community, how invested we are, how invested I am in each of you. So thank you for taking your time on a Sunday evening to come and spend listening to us drone on about subjects that may or may not be important to you. Hopefully they are. And thanks again, Justin Brooks for mayor. Appreciate your time.
Yes, thank you all so much for coming, for Andy and Calvary for organizing. Participation in the democratic process is one of our fundamental rights, and if anything, I just need to say, everybody, please, 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 if you can do all of us one favor, go home and find somebody that's not in your house and remind them to vote. Everybody should have their ballot in the mail by now. Please, please, please remind your friends and family that live in Erie, please vote. Go online, look at the Yellow Scene candidate interviews, look at eLife's candidate interviews, look at the Daily Camera, look at the recording from the Being Better Neighbors Forum. Go to the candidate websites, ask questions, continue to get involved. Voting is such a fundamental right. I thank you so much for participating in the democratic process, and it would be my privilege to serve you in my second term as trustee. Thank you.
So I also want to convey my gratitude to the Rotary as well as Calvary. Also, all of you in the audience here, thank you for coming out tonight. I know you spent your Sunday nights, probably had some better things to do than to listen to us talk, but thank you. So you've heard a lot of questions asked. You've heard a lot of great responses from all the individuals up here. That's the great thing about our elections. We have our residential base here in town it's very intelligent individuals and a lot of individuals who are committed to the community and want to stand up and be your voice. When you think about how we're going to be moving in the next 2, 4, 8, 10, and further out years, where do you see Erie? Where do you personally see us? So personally, I'm running for change. I want to see change at Town Hall. I want to see everything that we know and love about Erie just become that much better instead of staying with the status quo. So humbly and respectfully, I request your vote and support, and thank you all again for coming out tonight.
I echo the gratitude. Thank you for being such gracious hosts, the Rotary and the Calvary. This is such an important election as we consider our transition to home rule and finalize developments of the town center and 9 Mile and start on Erie Gateway. And it's so important that we're addressing the housing crisis and streamlining processes for business. All of this on a foundation of creating a culture where people feel engaged and will come to the town, and that the town government is transparent and accessible. It would be my honor to facilitate that relationship as trustee, and I ask for your vote for Emily Bear for trustee. Thank you.
I'd like to circle back real quick to some points I would have liked to have made but didn't. With respect to crime and our Erie Police Department, we can help by increasing our neighborhood watches and becoming a more attentive community and supporting our co-responder program. As far as finances go, our town is on very stable ground. Our general fund is funded 45% approximately by sales taxes and 35% by property taxes, not by developers, not by impact fees, not by water. Finally, when you walk out of here tonight, please celebrate our diversity, not our divisiveness. And summer's coming up. Please, please conserve water. And please also vote Dan Hoback for trustee. Thank you.
Yes, thank you again to the Rotary and the Calvary Church for hosting. I'm glad everyone could make it out and hear the contrasts and approaches that we have here. I believe as a whole, Erie wants moderation in town government, and I hope they can see that's not what we've had in the last 2 to 4 years, and will support some diversity in thought and representation. I mean, I'm just a dad, I'm a regular guy, I'm trying to run a business, I'm here for my kids and all kids and their futures. I want the government to focus on doing what's best for Erie to set us up for a successful future that's lets our kids and businesses and everybody thrive in the future, and not overstep their bounds and enforce things onto us and tell us how to live. So if elected, yeah, I promise I'll stand up for the kids and families. I'll support our small businesses, local businesses, keep the money here in Erie, bring in more of them, and make sure the government's focused on the appropriate things and working for the people. I believe that's what most of you guys want. That's something that's good for everybody. So here's your chance. Vote for me, vote for us, and thanks again for coming out.
So I want to echo the gratitude tonight. You've been just an exceptional audience. You've been through the marathon with us, so thank you. Thank you to our hosts, the Rotary Club and the Calvary Baptist Church. Also, thank you to my wife, who's not listening to me right now, but that's okay. This has been exhausting and challenging for our family, as I'm sure it has for all the candidates, so I want to thank them all as well for going through this. We may not always agree on everything, but it takes a lot to go do this, and thank you to my wife for not coming out swinging sometimes. She's been tempted. I really think this is a key point in Erie's future right now. There's a chance to change things, and if we don't make this change now, we're going to hit a point of no return. We've had a lot of housing development, but we haven't had a lot of businesses, and if we fill up all the land with houses, our opportunity will be gone. Now is the time to make change. Please vote for me, Ryan Kenward, for trustee. Check out my website, kenwardforerie.com. Again, thank you all for being here tonight.
Thank you. Thank you all for providing some very informed answers to our questions. The date for the ballots is April 5th. You can mail it in now, but probably by the time April 1st shows up, I would not do that. You can drop it off at any point at the down at the town hall. There's that little box right out in front. So you can